Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. And on today's episode, I am joined by a really good friend. We have Rhino3756,
Hey everybody, how's it going?
and we are on the server Tenalor. Now, we have been kind of teasing you with this, showing you some of the progression that Rhino and Ataku have been making here. And it's getting very, very close to being open. We don't want to give you an exact date just yet, but you're kind of hinting at maybe this weekend, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for.
So, guys, if you are wanting to get in here, definitely leave those comments down below. Although it's going to be open up to the public, so you don't necessarily have to contact us to join. You're just going to be able to type in the address and get in, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Basically, we'll post the IP address, and then it'll just you just log it into that, and you're free to come in.
So stay tuned to those videos. We will do a, I don't know if I want to call it an emergency video, but when the server go live, we will, kind of interrupt whatever schedule that we have for the videos and let you know that day. I also will send out a tweet so that you guys will know, when to go ahead and try to come in here and what the information is that you need to do that. So all of you who have left comments saying that you want to come out here and test the server out, I hope you guys will come out and, be a part of it and just see how things are.
Yeah, we're getting real close to. I've just got a few minor things to dial in now.
And you've been doing a lot of work, so we're going to show you guys some of the stuff that Rhino has been up to lately. And the biggest one that I noticed right off the bat, and I haven't seen all of it for myself yet, is this bridge right here. This is absolutely beautiful looking, guys. Let's fly up a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better view of it from like the side. And there's a cow down there in the water.
Yeah, he's been there for a few days.
I like the cover of the vines going on the rocks here. It adds a nice little greenage to it that definitely kind of makes it shine. And I bet you, since you put this lightstone down here, it probably pops really well at night.
Yeah, it does. It stands out really well, actually. Here, actually,
See,
we'll just switch it over tonight and show you to you.
oh yeah, I forgot that you had like the power of gods here, guys.
Oh yeah, there we
Oh, look
go.
at that. That is beautiful with the ship shining the way it is, and then you have the bridge, and in the distance you can kind of see a little darkness, and then the brightness of the lights from the actual city.
Yeah, and I like
Definitely.
how the lights like shine off on the water too, kind of make it like a little really glow, because that's where the glowstone's at is underneath.
Right. So yeah, it definitely feels homely. It definitely feels safe. And then when you get out into the real world, where all the monsters are, that's when the danger is going to come into play. And so you got the nice feel for it. I definitely like the architecture that you went with it, and
I appreciate it.
the fact that you can see through the roof adds a very nice feel too,
Yeah, I thought the iron bars looked really good up there.
because
I
it
tried
doesn't
it
feel
out with
closed.
the fence, but the fence just made it too clustered.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say because if it was too closed off, it would be kind of claustrophobic. But because it's so open, that's just absolutely beautiful. I like it.
First place you'll always stop into, like when you're ever first time logging in, this is going to be your main place you guys will need to check into. Is going to be the Port Authority guys. If you want to go inside, we'll give them a little instruction of the first thing they'll do. You're going to be seeing these signs all over the place, these little I buy. This is the Book of Lore. It's going to be free of cost. Go ahead and just do a right click on the thing, and you should receive a book.
Oh, let me get rid of some of my stuff here. Let's get rid of glowstone. There we go. Now I have a book, so I put it down in my inventory, right?
Yeah, just put it in your toolbar and then right click on it.
Oh, nope, that's definitely not supposed to be there. All right, let's. What happened to the book? Oh, there it is, right there. No, is that not it? Did I click the wrong way? Is it a book and quill?
Book and quill, yeah. You should be able to.
Book and quill
If you,
level one.
yeah.
Oh, right click. Okay, there we go. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. Welcome to Tenalor. This book will help you guide you through the RPG and questing side of this server. Come back often to get updated books and sometimes even quest. So we can go ahead and sign that, or we just hit done on that one, right?
You just hit done on it. Yeah, that way you don't have to. Because if you hit sign on it, then you won't be able to add to it. So what I plan on doing is like every time I add new things to it or new quests, sometimes I'll be putting them into the Port Authority books. It's going to have all the plug-in information of like all the different kind of fun things we can do with some of the things we have. So
Yeah, I like it. So this is going to be just like an information booth then.
yeah, pretty much.
Are you going to have some kind of NPC in here, kind of standing here, or are you going to you just keep it as I don't know. Like, are you going to use these crates or maybe bookshelves? Because if it's going to be like books, maybe the bookshelves might be a little bit
Well,
more
I might actually add the bookshelves because all I really need is the sign. I don't need the chest actually.
right.
And you'll see that more on when we get to another shop here later on. But we can actually. Right now, I'm still kind of messing with my villagers and my as my shopkeepers. You'll see that I have some kind of set up over here already, but they're not the ones that actually make the cells. You still have to click on the sign for now. But I am going to make it to where these guys actually can be the one doing the trading and the selling and stuff like that.
Oh, well, that's cool. But I mean, so this guy will buy grilled halibut for what 64 for 448?
Well, that's how much you'll buy stack of
Oh,
halibut
so
for.
he's selling them to you.
He's selling it. So
Oh, okay.
anytime that you see an I buy means that they're selling the thing to you.
Get my sword on, kill this guy off. There we go. So you can get attacked while you're in town, so you got to be careful, guys.
Oh yeah. Well, I will be turning that off actually. So
Oh, okay. So this guy
yeah,
will
I don't like the
buy
fact that over
clownfish
here.
or sell clownfish. Are you gonna make NPCs that will buy stuff from you, so you can go off and like mine and maybe come in and make a little bit of cash that way?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. Yep.
okay.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
We'll have all that up as well too. They'll be like found in your inside the town and stuff like that.
this is cool. I like it, man. So this is gonna be your little bazaar out here.
Yeah. This is just a little fish market, little bazaar kind of thing. We're gonna have a couple other. I got a couple other shops already built inside as well too.
Now, have you thought of adding certain music to certain sections? Like you could put a jukebox, like one underneath here, and just have it play on repeat with one of those little
That's
CDs.
that's a good idea actually.
But just make sure you. I don't know if you can, change the volume of it, but you want to have it, pretty low, so it's just kind of like in the background. Because this is one of the things about, RPGs is each one of the different areas tend to have its own little, type of music to it. Sometimes they don't have any music because you don't want to overload people with it either. But, definitely gives a nice little feel to it.
Yeah.
Let's,
Yeah, I never even thought about doing something like that.
let's see. And so you got rules over here. If you want to go ahead and give us a rundown of these.
Yeah, first rule basically is just no griefing. Number two is no hacking, no cursing in chat. PvP will only when agreed upon between players. So basically, we're gonna make it to where, yeah, if you want to be going on around in your survival world out here, the questing area, you can get into PvP fights with others, or if you don't want to, kind of be an agreed upon thing before action actually starts. Um, Feel free to build in the lands, but just keep it clean. Number six, plots will be able to be claimed available to everybody. And then for more information, always want to make sure you check it in at the Ye Old Tavern.
Nice. I like that. So what is the PvP open though? Can I run up to you and start attacking you and you actually take damage?
Yeah, you mean if I was in survival right now, you could actually, yes. We have it to where, uh, right now it's basically open PvP. There's no friendly fire mode on right now.
Oh,
So
okay. But are you going to change that where people will have to hit like the D button or something to agree to a duel or no?
yeah, well, maybe not like a D, but like I mean, they would have to go have a way that you can actually toggle your PvP on and off. Because I have seen plugins that can do that, so I'm gonna try to find one that will actually allow us to do that. So that way you can choose whether you're out in the world, and it'll actually show like your name will be a different color to show that you want to be fighting, or if you don't, you're actually out doing something else. Then people can leave you alone just by looking at your name tag.
Okay, that makes sense. And maybe you somewhere down the road will have like areas that are going to be PvP everything, and just by entering that area, you're automatically set to it.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So
There will be some definitely PvP arena areas and stuff like that too. So.
that's going to be cool. So if you keep coming around the corner here, you come into the actual main town, and of course you see the little map over here. I like the map that you guys got. Are you? Did you leave spaces because you're planning on putting more maps in there?
I left spaces because when I was redoing the wall, because this wall did come all the way out to meet this little map section, and I took all that out behind it, and I kind of broke it behind it, and I had to restart the map completely
Oh,
because I
okay.
lost it. So that's the only section of the map that I've been able to remap, basically.
Oh, okay. But you're gonna have that entire thing mapped out on that section.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll have this completely filled again with all the surrounding areas.
Oh, okay.
Probably won't go too much to the east because it's pretty much all ocean out there.
Right.
Probably go north and west from here.
But I do like how you broke the wall. It definitely has like you said, it's almost like a sign when you first come in. It's this little area, and you have it fit in there just perfect. So I like what you've done. I like the direction you're headed in.
Thanks. Yeah, I want to actually have these walls connect up to the pier, and just kind of like blend into it somehow, some way, but not really wall up the pier either. But I am going to have like another gate that's going to be inside this wall that's leading off to another little small pier out here in the little cove.
Right. Well, I mean, if
But
you made the gate a little smaller as it went down, it would definitely kind of blend in a little bit more with it. But that's kind of a steep, you know, decline right there. Maybe go back a little bit further or something like that. I don't know. That's kind of rough on figuring out how to do that. Because at the same
yeah,
time, you're going to want to leave a door here so you can get out to the lighthouse, right?
yeah. I mean, that's what I'll do too. That's what I'll have like I'll probably like do like one gate in here someplace that will kind of branch off to the lighthouse, to the pier, and then off this little island over here in front of the castle. This little land piece that's between the river and the castle.
Right. I mean, what if you went bigger instead and maybe made a arch that went from this side all the way and then came down to this side? That would make it feel like the walls are still connected, but at the same time, it leaves
Actually, I could do that.
that doorway open. And then of course you could add something right there at the very top where it's kind of like welcome to Tenalor, like a big banner or something on there.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I actually would play with that because
But
I could definitely do that, and I can still use even the gates and stuff like that, and be able to have it be able to open and shut it.
right, but it may kind of close it off a little bit because you are kind of breaking up the skyline, so that may again not be the direction you're headed in.
Yeah,
So, but I mean, it's just ideas that we're
something to
throwing
play
out there.
with.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely still under construction, guys. And the ideas that he's already gotten have been just absolutely fantastic. So tell us a little bit more. I mean, take us through the town stuff that you've been adding
Well,
into it.
let's go ahead and come on into the horse market,
The Jackson Horse Market.
Jackson's Horse Market. And here's Thom Jackson. He's our horse dealer.
Now, is
Again,
that
like
is that named
go.
after somebody?
No, I'm just
Okay.
like some of these NPCs that you're seeing. I'm just random. Like actually, Thom is one of my characters in Overwinter. So, in the Jackson, I just saw that on the name the other day, and I'm like, huh, Thom Jackson. Why not?
Right.
I need a name for this place. Why not put it that?
Hey, it works. It's a good
Uh,
name.
exactly. Yeah. So yeah, everybody will be able to come in here, buy all their horse products and stuff like that. You can get your everything you'll need. You get your even an iron horse, armor down their bottom. That one's kind of hard to see, but I might come in here and actually redo the chest to make it look a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, raise it up a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's what's going to be in this area. We'll still one day have it planned out to where I'm going to actually get to where people can actually come out and buy the actual horses that are out in the yard as well too. So, but maybe if we're online and somebody can help them out with that, they could. Nothing really had changed downstairs much at all. I don't think I've been down there at all. The only thing I've been working on is like shops and stuff.
Right. I'm just gonna take a look real quick. But yeah, it seems like it's all pretty
Oh yeah,
standard
actually,
down
you
here.
could go up this way though, and because I have done some changing in here.
Oh yeah, guys, go up the lift. Okay, come back here often for updates and quests. For now, have fun. I'll be giving out books soon with commands. So you're gonna
So
have
yeah,
somebody back here, little
yeah,
guy.
I'll have like some NPCs back here. This is where most of the main questing people will be found from. It will be in this area right here. So like you're like if you're in for the certain magics or if you're for the warrior classes, you can find a lot of them in here. Plus, like just kind of scattered throughout the city. So you might find them in the tavern or have to go into their special room that they have in the city someplace.
And how are you gonna access that? Are you gonna have like a little book over their head? Or is there gonna you have to click on a little sign or?
You'll just click on them, actually, like right click on like you do like normal villagers,
Oh, okay.
and it'll bring up the chat box for them.
And will you have to like how does that little chat box work? It's just gonna give you the quest and then you have to go off and find it, or do you have to actually click anything in there? Like, is it gonna be interactive basically?
That I'm still working on. I'm not really sure on how that all works. I gotta start diving into that plugin next. That's my next project after I do the plots.
Oh,
Is
okay.
working on those. So
See, I mean, you already have the jukebox in here. Basically, you just need to have a song playing that they can't interfere with, and maybe have it rotating if it's even possible to do that. But the music you put in here will have a dramatic effect on what the city kind of feels like, whether it's like a sea shanty, or if it has very like slow music like this. You know,
yeah,
see, that's
yeah. I
not
don't know
bad.
how. That's not bad either, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as lively as you could have it if you wanted the bar to be very almost like people were going to be throwing bottles and laughing, and you could hear like the laughter in the background and stuff like that. Definitely could do something like that. Although, if you can import your own personal ones, I could do a little bit of editing, put some sound effects in there, and we could create some sound effects like people murmuring in the background and
Huh.
talking and like dance music or something like that to give you a
There
feel like there's actually a lot of people in here.
there is ways to do that. I don't know if you can do it in vanilla and you can do it in modded, but I mean, I'm sure there's ways to actually get into the configurations of like the records and stuff like that, and maybe change them
Yeah.
of
Well,
like what the music is. So
so that's just another thing down the road, guys, that you can look at maybe being implemented somewhere. These guys right here, are these guys going to give you anything, or are you going to?
yeah, I'm gonna have them to where you can actually order food and like beer and or stuff like that from because we do have another plugin called Brewery that we're going to be able to steal brews and stuff like that, wines and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, well, that's cool.
So
Are you
yeah,
going
we'll actually
to?
be able to have working taverns.
Are you going to put something in the middle to kind of keep them separated from each other so they don't all end up on one side, or can you specify like where they're supposed to stand, or?
Well, I think there's a way actually to get it to where you can actually make them stand in a certain area.
Oh, okay.
I just threw out a couple of villagers actually. These aren't actually the actual custom NPCs that I'm supposed to be actually working with. These are just spawn monster eggs
Oh, okay,
that I
okay.
just named in anvils.
So they're just placeholders right now then.
Yeah, they're just placeholders, just to kind of give everybody like kind of an idea and a feel of what you're going to be seeing when you're coming around. Because what I want to do is actually having one of them actually just out here working a path on the dining room floor.
Yeah, picking up drinks off the table that people leave there.
Yeah, just walking back and forth, and then you can right click on them when they come by to access their aspect of it,
You
and
know,
be able to get
it
stuff from.
if you click on the one walking back and forth, you should throw some funny stuff in there like empty beer bottles and like dirty glasses. Because this is what he's gonna have on him while he's walking back and forth till
Yeah,
he
that'd be
cleans it out.
hilarious.
They're not gonna be they'd be worthless. Like nobody's gonna want it, or maybe somebody would. Maybe make a quest down the road where somebody needs like an empty bottle to do something with, and you can use a beer bottle instead.
There you go.
So I mean that could always be a thing. Or even so much so to have it where you use the beer bottle as like throw it into the ocean and send a signal, like the old like shipwreck kind of style does.
Yeah,
So there's some options there. But I want a beer, man. Bring me a beer. Give me some wine. Give me something. I'm just
got
teasing, guys.
nothing yet. Got nothing yet.
These guys are cheap. They ain't got no alcohol. All right, so I do like how
Let's
you can sit
go.
down. This is actually beautiful right here. Just look out the window.
Oh
I
yeah.
think I'm going to be spending a lot of time inside these buildings when it's raining, and just kind of watch out because I'm going to be playing this server, guys. I'm going to be playing it as if it's an RPG. So when it's raining outside, I'm not going to go outside. When it's dark outside, I'll definitely be walking around with like torches and stuff like that. So let's see, lift up.
I went down actually because I didn't do anything upstairs.
Oh,
You've
okay.
seen all the updates from upstairs.
All right, so I
I
am
just
down.
fixed the elevator. The next place we want to go to, if I get out of this cobweb, is up the road to your left,
Up the road to my left.
and actually take a
Oh, there
right
you are.
past the
Oh,
fort.
nice. So you put some smoke in there.
Yeah,
I like it.
add a little bit of that to that. Then we come up this way, and this is the general shop or general store.
Now, you haven't given this one a name yet? You're going to name it something like Frank's Hardware or something like that?
I was thinking about it. I've actually got a. I was just throwing around some names for these two because I'm gonna have them like the brothers of the store. They're the owners. So it was like, what was the name I thought up? It was like Leaf Stone Thrower or something like that. I've just I don't know. It was just a weird random name that I was thinking of. I can't think of anything else. I was just, but I who knows?
You know what you guys should do is if you contribute to the server, guys, if you come out and help beta test it, if you come out and eventually donate money to it to keep it going and get it better and better stuff down the road, have it where if you want, you can have either your real name or your pseudonym, whatever your screen name is, your nickname, implemented into one of these characters.
That'd be cool. I'd definitely do that.
So that might be an option right there. If you guys have any ideas on that, definitely leave them down in the comments. Could be a thing, guys. So
Heck yeah. I would definitely love some help. I'm not that creative when it comes to making up names.
So you'll be able to come in here and buy all this stuff. Now it says 64 for 15,000 when you're talking about quartz. Can you buy less than 64, or do you have to buy a whole stack?
Right now it's just a whole stack. I mean, on this server and this shop, I'm gonna actually have other shops around the world that are gonna be set up differently.
Oh, like lesser.
But yeah, lesser. This is just gonna be at this location just because of uh the grandness of the city, basically. So like
Right.
there'll be some other small towns and stuff like that that you can buy like single items or smaller amounts of stuff.
But you'll be
This
able
is your
to craft all this stuff yourself, right?
Yeah, you'll still be able to craft everything. We're just making it easier for you if you don't feel like crafting it, basically. And if you got the money to spend on it, then, if you're like one of those lavish players who, do that kind of stuff, which I did on Super Happy. That's how I got most of my resources. I just bought it all. But
Are you able to deactivate the crafting of certain items?
hmm
Because
yeah, yeah,
that might be a thing though. Because if you want to have some of these items used in Quest, it might be better to have it where you have to like spend money on it, or you have to go out and collect it off of mobs rather than be able to create it yourself.
Yeah, and see, I actually plan on doing that with a couple things, like especially with like all the gold weaponry, where like all the hose and everything. I'm definitely going to use that stuff as some of the magical items that you might have to go use. So, like as a gold hoe as like one of the magic wands. So you actually have to get the gold to get the sticks to craft the wand, be able to have access to the wand, kind of thing.
Right. So I like it. I definitely like how you can just come in here and get this stuff. What was your thinking behind the arrangements though? Is this where you're going to have the shelves? Are you happy with that, or do you not like the fact that they're blocking some of the windows and things of that sort?
No, this is actually the way I kind of wanted to do it, so that way you can actually kind of see from the outside, like what the. That's why I let the big windows in it, so people can come up and see, and when you're walking up before you even see the sign, you'll see a lot of chests. You just assume like, hey, this is going to be a shop coming up here. So,
Okay. Are you able to put the same like the symbol, the for whatever it is, the gold bar and things of that sort on the outside as well, so people can be like, oh, that's what they're selling in there.
yeah, yeah, I could definitely put the item frames out there, and if I wanted to, I can actually make another sign on the outside. So, like, if I want to make it easier, even have signs all the way on the outside of this building. Our signs for shops don't actually have to be connected to the chest. So I can put a chest down, right here. I just put a hole and put my sign right there, and they can interconnect with each other because of the way we set it up.
No, no, I'm just saying like for the back part of it, because you can look inside, you can kind of see on the other side they have
Oh,
pictures.
like on the back of these?
Yeah, and just put like some pictures on there so people can be like, oh, that's what they're selling on the inside.
Um, I don't think it could just because of this the placement of the two blocks because of the gapping.
Oh, okay, so there's not enough space in there for it.
Yeah,
But now that I'm looking at it from outside, you can definitely see the pictures on the boxes themselves anyway. So that would just be kind of repetitive, a little bit of a duplicate effort there. So you probably don't need that
yeah.
because I think it looks pretty good how it is, guys. So I like the flags that you put out here on the glowstones. Is that going to be the colors of this nation, the black and the blue?
For this realm of the area, yeah.
Now, are you going to integrate that into like the guild hall? Because right now the guild hall looks very much like wood. It does have the blue glass, but are you going to maybe make some of the pillars like blue or black or something like that to kind of just give it that overall like noble feeling, or is that the feel or the complete design right there that you're going with?
Well, I'm actually kind of working on a banner for the guild hall, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
working on a special kind of design. Actually, I don't know if it's still hanging up down here. I don't. Let's see it. Yeah, it's still here. If you fly down here to the end of the wall, here's one of my prelim designs that I'm kind of playing with.
See, I saw this earlier and I thought that looked really good.
So that's just one of the kind of early designs that I'm wanting to play with. I would definitely, this is going to be the color scheme that I'm looking for is the black, blue and white. Maybe toss in a little red in somehow, somewhere. I'm just not really sure on how I want to put it all together yet.
Yeah,
That's a new experience for me is playing with the banners, and man, there's so many ways to do different kind of designs and all fun stuff with it. So
yeah, I like it. I would almost stay away from red though, and then make that like the enemy of this town. Like you get to choose what side you want to go do quests for.
yeah,
Because like blue and blue and red is usually against one another in video games. Although
yeah.
you can do both. I mean, I guess in this one you never really said there was going to be sides yet, right?
No, I really haven't. So I don't know what the lore is really working with. And I got my friend Leland. He's actually looking at all of our stuff now, and actually he's been hard at writing. He's been telling me he said he's got a lot of fun stuff planned for us.
Oh, sweet. Look at all this stuff, guys. So this is going to be another like warehouse, right?
Yeah, this is another shop. This is going to be our armor and weapon shop and tool shop and miscellaneous items. I might have to. I'm going to fill up the rest of these item frames with other things once I can figure out what else I want to put in here. I'll probably be putting some enchanted items, some like enchanted diamond swords or armor and stuff like that.
Right. The only thing I would say when making these shops is don't make it too easy for people to get everything they want. You know, like make it where, like in the old RPG games, you know, one city would have like leather armor, and then you would have to travel a great distance to get to the next one, and then that city, because you've gotten a little bit higher level, would have access to like say iron armor, and then to gold, and then to a diamond from the next to the next to the next. So you kind of have to work for it. But I understand what you're saying with this one being a major hub city. You just kind of have access to all that right off the bat.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of got some of the prices a little high on some of the things too, because you really only start the game with I think like maybe 1,000 in your bank account, maybe not even that much. So you really don't get much to start with. So it's not like you come in and just buy all the most OP stuff,
Right.
right away off the bat. Because like some of the enchanted armors, I'm gonna price those around the 50, $60,000 mark.
Okay, good.
So, it's stuff that you're gonna, I mean, even if you want to go and get some of the most OP items, you're gonna have to go down and do all the questing, get a lot of money. You're not gonna get a lot of money from quests and from the jobs. I'll make it to where it's just gonna be just enough to kind of get you through and entice it kind of thing.
Right.
And
Yeah,
some missions will get more, depending on the levels of it and how hard it is and
because it definitely is more satisfying when you earn it, you know, rather than just like
exactly.
I'll come in with a gazillion amount of money and just buy everything there is to buy, and then it's kind of like, what do I do now, you know?
Yeah, you should come in here to the top of the guild hall. I actually did a little changing in here too.
Let's see if we can get inside. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. What is this? Every single head in the game?
Yeah, the what we have in there. Yeah, but I added everybody's names to our to us as well.
Oh, that is cool, guys. We got Caffeinator over here, AC Gamer, Rhino 3756, Boom, the Barbarian, and Tamor. Have you heard back from him yet?
I still haven't heard yet back from him, so
Okay, Taco Jesus, Red Fox, Yoko Red Fox, I should say, and Mr. Bockers. That's cool. You have a couple of spaces left though.
yep, still got a couple open. So
That is
who knows?
that's
Maybe somebody will be able to come get their names in here with us.
and hopefully Tam, if you're watching, definitely give us write a little comment down below. Let us know that you've seen the episode, and maybe you'll come out here and join us on this server at least for an episode or two because we'd love to have you.
Exactly. You got a space of honor too. So
I like it because you can actually see it from outside as well. So
yeah, I was messing around with all my plugin or with all the these HD signs in the data. I'm like, man, that'd be a good idea for in here. I got rid of all those stupid little signs. I'm seeing so sign. I don't like the Minecraft sign anymore.
well, I mean, the Minecraft one is nice, but that one definitely looks a little bit more advanced than the
Yeah.
Minecraft one. Oh, they're coming out in droves again.
Yes, they are.
Is the city safe? Is it able to be destroyed or no?
No, I mean it still can't. They can't destroy it. So I mean, like creepers are fine with. So
Oh, okay.
if they go off on us, but yeah, and this little thing right here is going to be a mini game. So you'll have like one of the elevators to get you up here to this platform, and then we'll have like go ahead and grab a bow out. So basically, what you're gonna do is down there where the creeper's at, I'm gonna have like mine carts and stuff like that set up onto redstones and dispensers, kind of like I did with our subway system over at Super Happy, where it just pops it out,
Right.
and they'll come up on timed things, and you shoot at the mine carts, and if you break the mine cart, it'll give you a point. And there's a point system that will be on a clock or a wall behind it that will actually show you the score and keeps the time of how long the rounds in the game last, and then it has a certain amount of time that it goes, and then it just shuts off.
Oh,
And
that's
then you
cool.
find out who has the best score.
And so when you do that, what do you get? Are you getting like little tokens that then you can redeem for stuff later down the road, or it's just for a little bit of fun?
I think just probably just for a little bit of fun until I can figure out a way to actually do kind of a reward system for it.
Right.
And if I can figure out a good way to actually do a reward system with it, then I will.
Now,
Um,
are you going to be using your own arrows when you do that, or are you going to be supplying arrows for people?
haven't decided yet. Haven't decided.
Because
That
if you have to use your own arrows, this could actually serve as a training area that people will come over here and be like, I need to get a little bit better with my arrow. I'll just do my practices. But if you have it where they supply you with arrows, that might be something that people kind of use to cheat and get some free arrows out of it. So you'd kind of have
yeah,
to take
true.
those arrows back at the end of the exercise. Like give them 20. If they don't use 20, they get taken back anyway. So
I didn't think about that. Yeah, because this just came up today. Actually, I just started building this. I saw it on another server on the MineCraft series where they did this, and I was like, man, that looks really cool.
I
And
like
then
it.
when I was walking by here this afternoon, and I'm like, I saw the archery stuff. I'm like, hey, the whack-a-mole. I was like, it's perfect. So I was like, yeah, we'll build one right there.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, this is we've kind of done a few of these competition things before on your other servers as well. So, I mean, you may have kind of gotten the final idea from one of those other ones, but you've been kind of coming up with those for a long time now too. So
Yeah,
that
yeah. I've been wanting to build one for a while, just didn't know how. And I think I can do this one, this kind of concept that they're looking at doing. So,
yeah, it's very cool. I mean, and the fact that it's right here in the middle of the city is actually a really good idea. That means while you're running around from shop to shop, you're already in this area. You don't have to run anywhere differently. You can just play a little game and then move on to the next area. So if you could incorporate even more little tiny mini games here and there, I think more people would probably be inclined to use them. Just kind of come out
yeah,
here, and as you're hanging out playing on these mini games, uh, you might be able to put a group together. Because people are congregating in town, and so town will become like a major focus point where people kind of come together and at the end of a group or something like that, go back and sell, go back and buy, drop stuff off at the bank, whatever the case may be, and then spend some time while everybody else is doing that. If you don't have that to do, you come out here with a couple of the other guys in the group and do a little mini game while people are taking care of all that business.
exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
So I think that's a really good idea. That's really going to kind of play to bring the town together the way it is. And then you got some pumpkin seeds out here. This is going to be cool. I like what Mr. Bockers did to this area right here.
I do too. I liked it. It'll fit in good with the mini game play area. 'Cause that's what I was kind of thinking about turning this in is like kind of like a little food area, like kind of just relaxing games and stuff like that.
Right, almost entertainment section.
Yeah.
And then what else you got that you've
Uh,
changed over here?
we got over here. We have a new building.
Oh
This
wow, and it's
this
colorful too. Look at that.
is going to be the bistro. We were playing with some of our new plugins just a little bit ago before you came on, and inside is one of the new cooking plugins that we can do, and it turns a netherrack, a sign, and a chest into an oven.
Oh, look at that, guys. That's cool. So you're gonna have some guy there with some sharp knives, kind of doing his little dance of cooking.
Well, maybe not with the knives. I don't know if I can actually texture that, but yeah, I might put a NPC back there in front of the grill. So, and then we're gonna end up turning. I just started working on this building actually, probably about an hour ago, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually have the inside of it here. I'm gonna have like a host stand in here someplace. We'll have like an NPC to sit there, and then come get a table and either inside or out of one of the two patios, and you can sit there and have a meal.
You know what you should have on the inside is a long counter space where it's a little bit taller up, and then you have the really high seats that people sit in, and then
Okay.
have one of those little guys walking back and forth down the table, kind of like if you ever gone to those restaurants where they cook the food right in front of you on
Oh yeah,
the grill or whatever.
yeah, like those hibachi style places.
Yeah, something like that. It kind of feels like a little bistro kind of place to it because you got the space in here, and you wouldn't really have to put that many tables because you want to keep it open.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
And then when you want, you come out here and you sit down. You actually eat your food after they get done cooking it all for you. So,
Hmm.
but I mean,
I like
again,
that.
you could do what you had previously.
No, I like that because I really hadn't even started putting a design into my head for inside yet. I was still kind of tinkering on the outside. That's what I usually do. Is I'll
I'll build the foundation, build the building, then do the outside of it, and then work my way in usually. So
Right.
I was actually about to start working on the inside right before you called.
And depending on, like again, the complex that nature that you can put into the game, you can have the little NPC walking back and forth, and the guys, you could actually put NPCs in the chairs. And if you can have them say stuff every once in a while, like, "Oh, that's cool, he's cooking the food right in front of us," or "Oh, this is neat. I've never seen anything that like this in our town," and you like mention the name of the town and give off little pieces of information that way by coming in here and just like watching the scene unfold. And like you said, if
Uh,
you can give them directions on where to go, have them sit at the table, go through their long spill, and then eventually get up and go sit down on the outside at one of the tables. So
huh.
again, a lot more complicated than you probably want, but anybody who watches my videos knows I'm always asking for more. So
Oh yeah,
again,
you
feel
are.
free to ignore all of it, guys. It's just always kind of thinking of what more a person can do and going down that path because that's just who I am, guys. So I do apologize. It's fantastic the way it is. I'm not trying to put it down at all, guys, but I always ask for more, and it's a bit ridiculous. So there you go.
Yeah, so this is Otaku's new redesigned shop. We had to take out the bench because of all the stuff that he had because of the way that the shop signs work.
Right.
So
And so, what's this little area back here? Does he have a little prison?
no, that's just his entrance to their upstairs to
Oh,
their
okay.
living quarters.
I thought maybe he was keeping people prisoner back here or something.
Oh, yeah, you never know.
Right. And again, he has a jukebox down here, so you could come up with a unique sound for this shop right here that kind of denotes the wood and the flowers and the trees and things of that sort. So
He does have one in here, doesn't he?
I
Yeah,
don't.
that'd be a good way to do that. I never even thought about doing that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
something you'll see in most games that a lot of people kind of glaze over. They don't really even realize just how much sound will play into a movie. I mean, you watch any movie nowadays in that have come out recently, and you got that Inception noise in every single one of them, right? Because everybody finds it just to be, awesome, that dum dum, that
Yeah.
noise, and if they can, music can really play a part in making it spooky. If you ever watch any of those like Ghost Hunters, and then you hit the mute button on those, they go from being like creepy to being just like laughable. So the music really sets the mood, and it does the same thing in a video game. It can really make the video game, or it can just break it if it happens to be wrong. So it's not an easy thing to do. What is this over here? You gotta.
This way. Oh, this is what that's the actual the oven thing that's in the bistro.
Oh, are you
This is what
destroying
it
it?
looks like. Well, I'm gonna take it out anyway because we don't need it, but
Oh, okay.
just to show people what it actually looks like by itself. I mean, it's just really just those three things. You need four things to make it. You need flint and steel, netherrack, a sign, and a chest.
So was this just a test to see if it worked?
Yeah, just to see what it does. That's what all these are actually. And this is actually a rock crusher. I'll show you an example. So what you do, and I've never seen one of these before. This is kind of cool. So put a rock in. We got a rock in there. Now if you push the sign, it'll actually break the rock.
What did it give
Normal,
you when it
normal,
breaks it?
normal well, normal rock, your cobblestone, because normal Minecraft physics are stuff like that. A piston won't actually break it; it'll just push it. Well, this plug-in turns it into a something that will actually break it, and there's the two cobblestone that just
Oh, okay, so it's making an actual different type of material when you crush it.
yeah. Well, yeah, it turns it, which would be normal. You would break normal stone, it's going to turn into cobble. So it does the same thing as normal. It's actually automating the actual braking, which you normally can't do with a piston.
That's cool. So you're gonna
And
have
this,
this. You're gonna have this available somewhere in the city.
well, nah, we were just playing around with it, but it was something that everybody was going to be able to use and stuff like that as well. So, like all the plugins that we have, like this is an automated chest system. So if you open up that chest, let's see what's in it right now. Okay,
Like,
see how there's nothing in it. All right, stay in it right now.
oh, we got a pisty stick in. Oh, well, we got a whole bunch of the. Are you putting all this stuff in from the other one?
Yep.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can transfer loot from one side of a zone to a whole nother side of the zone using this system right here.
Yep. And basically all you do is you just put your chest and you take a sticky piston facing the chest and then the glass panes leading away from it with a normal piston pushing into a chest. And we were actually testing this earlier.
But does it show
And
up in both, or does it just show up in one?
it just shows up in one. So you're basically just like it's just an item sorting system without it's like normal Minecraft's version of the automated sorting system, but instead of using hoppers, it's using the glass as the hopper basically kind of.
You could set up a network like that that would allow you to have multiple guild halls in different cities and be able to transfer, the guild hall bank stuff from one city to the other
Hmm.
very easily without having to actually take it with you.
Yeah, and you can actually make it these where you can actually have it automated, like with your sorting systems, like with your chesting systems. You can actually have it sort out, so that way, if you want them, you just want to put all have like this is my dump chest. You put everything into this one every time, and then it'll automatically go to where it needs to go to and get sorted into the appropriate chest.
Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. Like I said, again with the guild halls, that would really come into play because you're gonna have multiple people throwing stuff into chest, and if it can sort them like you're saying it can, then that would be like invaluable to a guild.
Yeah,
That way they don't have to go in there and like hire somebody just to sort out all the junk that people were throwing in.
yeah, no, it'll definitely work out well for them for sure. I think that's about it.
Did you add anything else to the secret area?
I haven't yet. I've been waiting for you to come back because I had to come and talk to you about how we wanted to do the shop setup. I know you told me earlier just kind of make it a server shop, um, but like I just want to show you how the signs work and all that, and how it, just for space wise that we have down there.
Right.
I didn't really want to go down there and like really reorganize and rearrange it completely
Oh,
without your approval.
nah. I
So.
mean, you were more than welcome to, man. I made it because it was something that was cool to design and build, but ultimately, like I wanted to fit on the server and work with what you guys are doing. So if you ever need to make any changes to it, you're more than welcome to do it. You're not going to hurt my feelings on that one at all. So
Well, I got a couple ideas on how to get it started for just to start out, and then change it later into like more of a kind of a more OP potion kind of place that we're gonna get most of the big stuff,
right.
like the specialty stuff that we were talking about in the special area in your area. Um, because I do have plans on that and of ways I want to do that too. So, but yeah, if like now I was just thinking about like maybe dudes like just setting up like the shops like we have like say in here, kind of like where you got a sign in your item frame showing what it would be, and mainly having it as like a place where you get the ingredients for potions. And then if you have the right paperwork, like we were talking about, like that secret paperwork to get into the secret area down there,
Hmm.
then they can go in and get their already brewed potions and the strong potions and stuff like that.
That sounds good to me, man. I mean, I think it's gonna work out pretty well. And like you said, as you get more and more plugs or plugins put into the game, you'll be able to do more and more complex stuff. So a lot of the stuff you're putting in now will be able to be altered or changed at some point down the road as well. So again, it really just needs to be able to be flexible, and just kind of mesh and evolve with the game as you do it. So.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure.
But I think it looks beautiful, man. I cannot wait to play on here, guys. I know a lot of you feel the same way. This is Tenalor, guys, and it's made by Rhino3756 and Otaku Jesus over at the Ironthorn Guild on YouTube. So if you guys want to see more videos like this, of them actually making it and going through the step-by-steps and talking about what some of their plans are on this game, definitely head over there and check them out on YouTube, and make sure to write those comments so they know that you're watching and that you're interested in the server, because this thing should be up, but no guarantees, guys, no guarantees, but should be up by this weekend if all goes well. If
Yep.
if not, maybe just a little bit longer. But either way, cannot wait to get into this. And we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. I'm AC Gamer, and we got Rhino3756. You want to say anything before we head out?
No, I'm good actually. I think I got it all out.
And we will definitely catch you all next time.
Subscribe, guys.
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.